Let's go! We're coming from Dallas, Texas, Monterey Mexican restaurant in Dallas, Texas, okay? And for my folks in India, bless you, bless you, bless you. We do this for you. You use it as you want to use it on TV over in India. Thank you for partnering with us, okay? And then we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. I want to introduce the judges and get them on camera, okay? Kind of follow me here just a little bit. I want to introduce the judges and get them on camera so that you guys out there, YouTube, you guys will know who they are. And in India, my friends in India, they say that our accent's funny. And I say their accent's funny, but I still love you, you know. So anyway, this is for you guys out in India, and I'm going to try to remember here some of the details. Some of the details of this bunch that I got tonight. First of all, our judges here, let's give our judges a big round of applause, and then I'll introduce them to you, all right? Come on, let me hear you. All right. Now, I call them judges, but they're really panelists. The Lord Jesus is our judge, and you know that. You know that as well as anybody knows that. Jesus is our judge. But these are panelists that are going to help me out tonight to figure out who's going to get a one-song demo. All right? So they're just my helpers. And they're Jesus' helpers, okay? So we'll just lay it on the line like that. All right, I'm going to start out with my buddy, I don't know how many years. Rick, how long have I known you? Probably 30, maybe more. I don't know. I'm old. I know that. I got old. What can I say? 71. And 71? 81, 91. Golly, that's over 35 years. Man, that's a long time. Ricky Richards is, I got to tell you about him. He was on the road with me. He was my road keyboard player. And every time we went on the road, he's got a 5.5 octave range. This man sings like a bird, okay? He writes songs. He's a great keyboardist, a great vocalist, great musician, great writer. He was raised in the Baptist church. His dad was a Baptist minister. And you told me on the phone something about your mom got baptized when she was carrying you. Is that right? How many months? You were there, but
not conscious.
Not conscious. But his mom got baptized while she was carrying him, and Rick has been in the church world ever since. He's a Pleasant Grove guy. He went to school out in Pleasant Grove, but every time I put a road band together, I'd always call Rick because I knew that we could do it. You know, so I want you to welcome tonight for the first time on the panel to the Monterey, Ricky Richards. Let's give Ricky Richards a big round of applause, all right? All right. And then Blondie. Wait a minute, I got too many blondes on town. I can't do that tonight. I can't do that tonight. But I do have a blonde joke for you. I do have a blonde joke for you. I got a new one. I got a new one for you. You ready for it? I'm going to put it on camera. You ready for it? Why did the blonde soprano stand at the door? I didn't think you'd know that. I didn't think you did. Stephanie? Because she couldn't find her key and didn't know when to come in. That's funny. All right. But anyway, Judy's a good buddy of ours, and Judy is part of the Ricky Richards bunch, and she's sitting up here on the panel. So let's give Judy a big round of applause. Come on, let me hear you. Come on, guys, wake up out there. All right. Now, this young lady here now, Stephanie. I have talked about Stephanie the whole time. I have talked about her the whole time, even on my shows on Friday night. Can you get a good shot of this CD? You got it? Good. All right. This is her new CD. It was produced by the top producer here in town, Paul Osborne. And I have the highest regard for Paul Osborne. She knows that. We've talked about it many, many times. Paul and I go way, way, way back. And, you know, and Stephanie, when I saw that Paul produced her, I said, oh, man. You know, I got to get Stephanie involved in this because she's part of Paul Osborne's bunch. Paul is a Christian producer, but also he's done many things. He produced Willie Nelson's album last year, Willie came into town. He does Aerosmith when they come into town. He does all these groups that come into town. And then on top of that, you go in Paul's office, he got all these Grammys across the wall. Save the Last Dance for me. How many of y'all saw the movie? Paul Osborne produced the whole thing. He does all the Disney stuff, every bit of the Disney stuff. He's all over the world doing Disney stuff. So she had the best of the best, okay? And he's a Christian. He's walking with the Lord. Let's give Stephanie Jane a big round of applause, all right? Yeah. Now, who's sitting in for my buddy John tonight? Who's sitting in for my buddy John? Okay. Sharon. Sharon is very, very musically inclined. I was a music minister at the Scorpions Biker Church for about 8 months, 8.5 months, something like that. And Sharon and Snoopy, her husband, they do a lot of ministry work through the bikers, okay? And that they need that. I mean, that's a necessity here. And Snoopy's just a great, great guy, and she's a great singer. She's not going to sing tonight, but Snoopy is a great, great man. He got sick, or he'd have been here, but he sent his wife, and that's okay. And Sharon, you know, next time you're going to sing, right? I don't think my mic is working. But she's got a great musical background. You told me a while ago. Now, what did you say that you did that I didn't know? Oh, she traveled with the gospel group for 18 years. Wow, man, that's a long time. Let's give Sharon Smith a big round of applause. She's here. Yeah. And she sang tenor.